Welcome to the second episode of the Academy for Public Speaking Vodcast. I'm Kathleen Patron, the president and founder of the Academy for Public Speaking. I created the Academy for Public Speaking in 2010 to help students become confident, effective communicators and leaders. Our special guest today is Sophia Hu. Sophia is a sixth grade student. Welcome, Sophia. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for inviting me. I'm glad to be here.
In the summer of 2019, Sophia participated in our creative communication camp. Sophia, whose idea was it for you to take a public speaking camp? And how did you feel about public speaking at that time?
Taking my first public speaking camp was my mom's idea. She felt that it was like a good opportunity for me to practice presenting because I was usually a very shy kid in class, and it would also help me in the future. And so my sister, Kelly, had also been doing public speaking before me. So my parents kind of saw how much she improved and thought that I should also take the class. At the time, I kind of felt nervous whenever I was up on stage or in class presenting my work. I sometimes like kind of freeze whenever I forget something and what I was about to say. I did a presentation on my family tree back in second grade, and I had to practice a lot before showing it to my class. I didn't really like to talk or like answer many questions in class, even though I like knew the answer and would kind of like sit back and listen, only say a couple words.
Mhm. I can relate to that. I
Yeah.
was that way when I was your age. What did you like about our creative communication camp?
So what I like is that we are able to like talk about like our personal stories, like funny or meaningful. They can be either, and we like develop our understanding of how to connect with your audience, which is really important. We learn many different ways to create our speeches, and we play many games throughout the camps. I remember playing charades in my creative communication class and like trying to act out the cards for my team members. We learned like description in our beginning of the speech, including quotes using the five-finger hand method. And we made a speech in the beginning, I think, about getting over your fears and talking in front of a huge group of people. I've noticed that in all of the classes that I take, all of my classmates and teachers are also always very supportive and welcoming, and they don't like criticize or make fun of anybody for messing up in their speech, and it's a very safe environment.
In the spring of 2020, you participated in one of our after-school enrichment courses online. What skills did you learn and how have those skills helped you in school and life?
I think those skills have helped me in school and in life because I grew a lot more confident in myself. I like knew how to carry myself, and I also think that it helped me whenever I'm talking with like or debating with my parents. I think that has helped a lot too. Um, I like to talk or like kind of debate with my parents at my dinner table, and I think I've been winning a lot recently, so that's a good sign.
That's good, yeah. Persuading your parents is a very important skill. In 2019, you auditioned for and won the role of Fiona in your school play of Shrek. How was that experience for you?
So that experience for me was so amazing, and I will never forget it. I signed up to play in my school, and I thought it would be a good experience to hang out with my friends. I did not expect to get like the lead character, and I actually wanted to work backstage until my mom convinced me to audition for a role. I'm very glad and thankful that she did because it was such a good experience. It was the first time that I ever realized I wanted to pursue like a career in acting and singing. And now I'm taking singing lessons every week. So that has implemented me in many ways. Up on the stage the first time, it was like really nerve-wracking for me. But thanks to like everything that I gained from public speaking classes, I knew how to kind of react and memorize my lines.
So public speaking has helped you in your acting career?
Yeah, it definitely has. It like helped me be able to talk like and express my emotions throughout my lines because that's very important when you're acting. like to kind of like portray your role to the audience. And I think that's really important.
Yeah, definitely. Has being an actress influenced you as a speaker?
Yes, it has because as a speaker, you kind of need to persuade other people to like kind of consider your argument, like especially in like debate or something. So I think that in order to like do that, you need to be able to kind of like express your side of the story and kind of like say like, oh, I understand why you feel this way. And then you can talk about what how you're feeling and like what you think of a certain subject. And I think it's very um nice to be able to implement acting into speaking.
During one of the performances of the play at your school, the director and owner of So Fun Media was in the audience. I know that this led to a special opportunity for you. Will you please tell our audience about that?
Yes. Um I His name is Aaron, and I've been filming a couple videos of tasting food with him over the past few weeks. And it was a very nice experience. I remember we did a video on eating like super spicy food. We did a couple of them actually. And it was a really nice experience. It was like a new one, especially like being in front of a camera and like lights and kind of recording everything. And I think public speaking has helped me like kind of express to like the audience or like the people that are watching the video, especially because like it's very important to like catch your readers in the first few seconds of the video.
Mhm. I think you've done a tremendous job. I've seen the first couple of episodes of Tasting with Sophia, and you seem like a natural. You look very confident, you're very personable, and you're doing an amazing job with that. This year, I know that you competed in the Optimist Club Oratorical Contest. What made you decide to compete?
So I thought it would be like a good opportunity to like kind of like brush up on like speaking and kind of like get into it a lot more. And I was looking forward to competing against others and kind of like seeing and learning from them because that's like always how you like get better at things. You kind of like see how other people are doing it and see how you can implement it into your own like speaking.
Yeah, competing is definitely a great way to improve your skills. You participated in a coaching session with the Academy for Public Speaking to help prepare for the contest. How did that help you?
The class that I took with you to discuss like what my speech would be all about was like very informative and very helpful. And we came up with so many ideas. We talked a lot about like what I think of when like healing the optimism comes to my mind. And we found like different quotes about mental health, stories about thankfulness, kindness, and kind of like healing yourself and how to implement these ideas into your own life and helping your own community. And so that class was very informative, and thank you for helping to create my speech.
Absolutely. It's always a pleasure working with you, and it was a pleasure to see the end result just a few days ago. You did an amazing job expressing your ideas. Over the past few years, Sophia has volunteered multiple times to be a special guest speaker for our free introduction classes. She has also created a video testimonial for our creative communication camp, and now she has been featured as a special guest speaker on our Vodcast. Sophia, thank you so much for your support of the Academy over the past few years. I really appreciate it. Lastly, do you have any advice for parents who are considering our program for their children?
My advice would be to not like be too worried about like putting your children into any of these classes. All the teachers and all the classmates there are so supportive and they don't criticize and whatever like problem that your student or like, kid has into like with public speaking, whether it's like being shy or like not being able to like talk in front of others, stage fright, the teachers can help with that. And it's a very nice environment where you can learn and grow in every possible way.
Thank you again so much, Sophia. At the Academy for Public Speaking, we believe the most important lesson we can teach your child is your voice is a powerful tool you can use to make a positive difference in our world. For more information and to register, please visit us online at academyforpublicspeaking.com. And remember, confidence is key.